Hey guys, Bria Crazy Bates here, and welcome back to Cinders. We just left the house, and we have been told to go and pay Tobias for some service we know nothing about. So, let's go to the forest. Thought we were going to town. Okay, whatever. Let's see what we have in store. It has been a long time since I played this game, so I don't really remember a lot of what happens. I suppose I should be grateful. Even though Carmosa practically kicked me out of the house, it's better than staying there. It really is beautiful here, and it's a much-needed break from that toxic house. The lake that my father took me to as a child isn't far away, too. I really miss our trips to the lake. It would be nice to visit it again, if only for the sake of memories. I wonder if I have enough time. Carmosa did tell me to hurry after all. Let's not go to the lake. Let's just go ahead and get this done. I'm sure that if I take too long, Carmosa will make sure that I'm miserable. As much as I'd love to visit the lake, I suppose I should head directly into town. And into town we go. Oh, this is gonna go well. I have a feeling something bad's gonna happen. Finally at the town. I should probably head straight to Tobias' shop. Strange. What's that crowd over there? Everyone seems to be surrounding that building. I wonder if someone around here can tell me what's going on. Excuse me, ma'am. Can you tell me what that crowd is for? Oh, child. Haven't you heard? Oh, I'm sorry. I was just immediately, seeing it like that was just immediately like, you were raised in the South for a reason, use it. Though I don't really sound very Southern anymore, but worth a shot. A bunch of good-for-nothing thugs took their hat out there. Bastards kidnapped a child. I'm sure you know it's market day today. A lot of folk come into town to trade their wares, but there's also the unwelcome element, you know what I mean? One of the merchants caught some ruffians red-handed stealing from him, like it's no one's business. So we naturally grabbed whatever pointy thing came into hand, made sure these lowlifes know we don't take kindly to thieves in this town. But those scum grabbed a child and locked themselves in that house. They're threatening to kill the brat if anyone tries to enter. That's horrible. Oh, the poor mother. Thank goodness some lads noticed Perrault, the captain of the Prince's Guard, drinking at the inn. A few men went to fetch him from the tavern, grabbed that blade of his, and went to the house without saying a thing. Wish that good-for-nothing husband of mine would be so brave, but he's only good for drinking and complaining, I'll tell you. It's been silent like a graveyard in the night since the captain went in. Who knows what happened there? Oh, such awful times we live in. That truly is sad. That truly is sad. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. Oh, great. Great, that was great. Okay, that truly is sad. Thank you for telling me. I hope the child doesn't get hurt. If the captain of the guard plans to fight, it's sure to be dangerous in there. Wait, everyone stop talking. Did something happen? Someone is coming outside. Is that the captain of the guard? The child is safe. Someone get rid of the bodies. Sorry, that was my Skype. Great. I left my Skype on. guard, captain of the king's guard, or the prince's guard, but still. And he's got all the belts. Wow, did he just take care of an entire gang of bandits on his own? He acts like it wasn't even a big deal. He just disappeared without even waiting for any thanks. It feels as if he doesn't even care what anyone thinks of him. I'm intrigued to know what sort of man could do something so heroic, and yet remain so emotionless about the whole thing. It looks like the child has been reunited with his mother. What a relief. Uh-oh. I'm running late now. I'd better go see Tobias right away. Let's go visit Tobias. That's a neat little shop. I like the necklace right there. I don't know why I care about the necklace. I like that there are paintings everywhere as well. It's really neat. Tobias' store is neat and well organized as usual. From the look of things, he's been doing well for himself. I guess he was lucky those thieves didn't decide to rob this place instead of one of those poor merchants at the market. Hey, welcome, Cinders. Is everything alright? You seem a bit pale. I like that he's a ginger. I've just witnessed a terrible scene in the market. A group of brigands kidnapped a child and barricaded themselves in one of the houses. Heavens, did someone call the guards? Luckily, the captain was nearby and resolved the situation quickly. With a sword. As messy as it may seem, that is his job. Glad to hear everyone's alright. Not everyone. He killed all those men. I don't know how to feel about it. You always had a gentle heart, Cinders. Have you missed it? Well, it's been too long since you last stopped by, that's for sure. How have you been? He's so fancy. Much the same. Carmosa works me to the bone every day, and there are times when I wish I could just disappear. But I manage, and there are days that make me happy, like today. I'm so glad to see you again, Tobias. It looks like your shop is flourishing. It does well enough. I hope you know that you can come speak to me anytime you want. Tobias! I'm assuming from all this talk he's like a childhood friend, so that's pretty neat. You always gotta have that good childhood friend element. We used to spend so much time together when we were teenagers. Now that we're adults, it seems like we hardly even catch a glimpse of each other. It's really a shame. You're right. It feels like childhood friendships disappear once you mature. It's hard to keep them alive sometimes, even when you have the best of intentions. Haha. Such a true statement, but I assume you didn't come here just to remember the old days. Sadly, no. I'm on an errand for Carmosa. I'm here to pay you for, well, whatever it is she asked for. She's being very secretive about the whole thing. Oh, that. That? Now I'm even more curious about this errand. Ask. I must know the truth. All the curiosity. So, what exactly did Carmosa ask you to do anyway? It sounds mysterious. I'm afraid I can't tell you. Why not? Well, I promised Carmosa that I wouldn't tell anyone. I would like to keep my word. Also, it's basic business ethics, Cinders. I'll be understanding. I understand. You gave your word. I shouldn't force you to break it, even though Carmosa doesn't deserve such fair treatment. I'm glad you understand, Cinders. I really wish I could tell you, but keeping the job a secret was part of our agreement. My reputation as a merchant is at stake here, after all. Don't worry, Tobias. I won't do anything to make you ruin your reputation. Anyway, Carmosa said I was supposed to give you some money for this job. That's true, but I'm surprised she would send you to pay for it. She said something about not having a choice. How much does she owe you? Around 200 sovereigns, I'd say. Just an estimate? That means Carmosa and Tobias haven't agreed on a set price yet. If I could negotiate a discount, I might get in Carmosa's good graces, or just get some money for myself. Going to haggle. How about 150 sovereigns then? Does that sound reasonable? I wouldn't have guessed you'd say such a thing. So 150 is fine? Let's meet in the middle. How about 175? Sounds good to me. Here's your pay. You drive a hard bargain, old friend. You really have the makings of being a great merchant. Thank you. I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but you're really not so different from Carmosa. What? What are you talking about? You tried to get me to lower the price, even though I'm your friend. So that doesn't mean I'm like Carmosa. That woman is cruel and manipulative. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. But you only see one side of Carmosa. Her life isn't easy either. She's a single woman working to keep her house from falling apart. It's not an easy job, but she's very good at it. That takes a lot of hard work and sacrifice. I think you're a better person than she is, but you both have the same spark. You're clever, and you know what you want. You'd be a good leader. I suppose you have a point. I never thought about Carmosa like that before. People aren't simply good or bad. Those who do bad things usually have a good reason for it. You really are a wise man, Tobias. I've always liked that about you. I'm happy I could see you again. The pleasure was all mine. I hope that you come again soon. I'll do my best. Until the next time we meet, then. Oh, I almost forgot. What is it? Please tell Carmosa that I'll fulfill my part of the deal soon, and she should expect my representative to come by sometime tonight. Sure, I'll let her know. Thank you. Oh, and by the way, I had no idea you had your representatives nowadays. It comes with the trade, I guess. Start throwing coin around and suddenly you find yourself surrounded with people eager to run errands for you. Coin, you say? And I thought it had more to do with your magnetic personality. I used to be magnetic, but it made trading in metalware much too risky for me, so I stopped. Yes! That's really great. Oh, I hang out with too many people that act like Tobias. Oh, God. Anyway. Oh, people do tend to underestimate the pain caused by fast-flying cutlery. There was a time in my life when I was forced to eat with my hands, but I prefer not to speak about it. Haha, oh, I've missed our talks, Tobias. Me too, Cinders. Hope I'll see you again soon. I hope so too. Take care, friend. I really miss the old days when Tobias and I played together. I'm so glad that I could see him again. And I even have an extra 25 sovereigns for myself. I could stop by the tavern and treat myself with this money. But if I brought it back to Carmosa, I'm sure she'd appreciate it. I'm gonna go get some alcohol. Go to the inn. Why? Because I don't know. Why not? The better question is why not? It's a very good question. I mean, let's just do something interesting for once. I like how there were flower petals like floating, but you're inside a building. This place looks so full of life. Although to be fair, it's a little bit shady too. I hear that this inn attracts some of the less honest people in town, but at least it's exciting. People here actually know how to have fun. It's nothing like that stiff and proper place that I'm forced to call home. Carmosa and her daughters are all too proud to do anything. Whoa, that's not supposed to happen. Oh, the captain of the guard is still here. He's all alone in the corner, and I wonder if he'd let me sit with him. Approach him. Have a conversation with the captain of the guard. Why not? I don't know. I feel like that's something really weird that I would do. If I saw someone sitting alone, I'd probably just be like, hey, what's up? Let's be friends. And I have no idea why I would think that way, but I'd probably do it just cause. That's how I make friends. Why not? I'm already spending time drinking beer in the tavern. I might as well just take the lunch. Well, he's looking at me at least, but he's not even talking. Hello. Hello. Do you mind if I sit here? There are plenty of free tables in here, but it seems like you already made up your mind. Thank you. I just wanted to chat with you, if that's okay. Are you really the captain of the Prince's Guard? I am. A man of few words. The king appointed me to this position himself. Ever since his death 2 years ago, I've served the prince. And how is the prince doing? What's it like to serve under him? Do you like it? He's the prince, my ruler, and liege. That's all that matters to me. For me. Well, that's a little boring, isn't it, sir? Oh, I see. Oh, I saw you rescue that kidnapped kid this morning. That kidnapped child this morning. That was really impressive. It was simply my duty. Dude, do you think of anything else? I suppose. Should I compliment him or question him? Question! Do you really have to kill them? I will not fangirl, I refuse. Was it really necessary for you to kill them? Surely you could have let them live. It was not my choice. They chose that path when they put an innocent life at risk. I'm sure those bandits were just desperate and not thinking clearly. It's cool to take someone's life just because of a poor decision. That's a fair argument, but what would you have me do? Would you rather risk the life of a child who did nothing wrong? Or better yet, should I leave the fate of the bandits and the child to the crowd? What if they tried to break in and the bandits decided to kill the boy? Or maybe the crowd would have burned the house down and everyone would have died slowly. At least by my sword, those men were given a swift death. It's a fair point. It's my duty to uphold the peace. That is what I did. That's a pretty fair point. Your words may be correct, but your way of thinking is flawed. You hide behind your duty, but it's still your choice to spare a life or take it. Can you really sleep well with such a flimsy excuse as duty? Did I anger him? I may have angered him. Are you sure it's okay, never mind, it's not bad. You have an interesting way of thinking. It's nothing I've considered before. Good to know I didn't piss him off. You're an interesting girl. Might I know your name? I'm called Cinders. An odd choice. Well, my name is Peralta. My father used to call me that because of my hair. Now it's stuck, though when my sisters address me, it's more like an insult. I see. Then I wish you well, Cinders. Peralta's so unusual. On the surface, he might be considered cold or cruel, but he takes his responsibility very seriously. Being the captain of the Prince's garden can't be an easy task. Well, I should probably return to my meal before it grows cold. And then I should head back home. It's getting late. And I guess we're going back home. No, wait, can I stop in the forest? Let's just go straight home. That way she won't be as mad. The journey back to my house was much too short. I am not looking forward to facing Carmosa or my sisters again. At least I got a rare reprieve from their insults today. I wish it had lasted longer. I'm terribly late. Carmosa told me to hurry back and it's nearly nightfall. I'm sure she'll skin me alive. You bet I made that decision. Cinders, do you have any idea what time it is, you useless girl? Where have you been all this time? Apologize. Wait, no, I wanted to talk back. I pressed the wrong thing. I apologize. There was a lot of commotion in town and I sort of got caught up in... Enough with your excuses. They make you look so pathetic. If you choose to ignore my orders, at least have the pride to stand by your decision instead of simpering like that. Oh, shut up. The child you once were is gone. You must be a woman now. Have more pride in yourself. Otherwise, you are nothing more than a lazy and useless little girl. Oh my god, you're a bitch. At least you managed to finish the task appointed to you, though I take little solace in that. Is it too much to hope that you managed to keep some of the money I gave you? Well, he said the price was 200 gold pieces, so that is what I paid him. Why am I not surprised? I suppose it is foolishness to expect more from a girl as disjointed from reality as you. That's because I used your money to buy beer! Because why not? What are you talking about? You never take the first offer. Anyone who conducts business, no, anyone in their right mind knows that. But Tobias is my friend. He would not... Enough. I am not interested in your excuses. What a disaster. You were more useless than I could have imagined. If I stopped feeding you, it would be exactly what you deserve. But I suppose I would be arrested for petty crime if I did that. But Silence. Get out of my sight. Just looking at you makes me ill. You will go to your room, and you will stay there until you are summoned. Is that clear? Yes. Definitely should have argued. Should have argued for it. Should have saved right there. Dang it. Who are you? I'm assuming because you're with him that you might be the prince? You're kind of cool looking. I like your outfit, sir. I like the color. It's a really pretty blue color. My lord, I've been told you wanted to see me. I have been informed of the hostage situation at the marketplace today. I also heard that you handled the situation rather admirably. For that, I commend you. Thank you, my lord, but the truth is that I regret having to kill so many men. They couldn't even put up a fight. Such is the burden of those in positions of power. We must make difficult decisions for the sake of protecting others. It is not a choice, but a duty. And you performed your duty to perfection. Okay, then. You honor me with your words, my lord. You deserve it. After all, my father, your king, has always spoken well of you. I know he even considered you a friend. If the king spoke so, I am honored by such confidence. I'm sorry my guys' voices don't vary very much. It's mostly because my guy voice impression is très terrible. The only thing I remember from 3 years of French. Truly. What do you think of my father? How was it to serve under him? The king was a wise, skillful, and strong leader. I would have followed him anywhere. That is what I have heard from everyone who knew him. Already I fade in comparison. My prince. I have not yet been crowned, as father's last wish was that I should find a wife first. No doubt he wished that I would find someone capable of ruling by my side. Of course, every noble in the land is eagerly pushing an eligible daughter towards me. But I need a strong woman I can rely on, a queen who can support my agenda no matter how hard it's going to be. I am a simple warrior, my lord. I know very little of romance and politics. Nonsense. My father trusted you in more matters than war, and I too am willing to do that. Please advise me not as captain of the guard, but as my friend. But I confess, even my own palace is not a safe place for discussing such delicate matters. I like the fact that the chandelier is what's, like, shaking in the background. That seems, like, really dangerous. But I also like that the, like, roof of the building kind of looks like stars, and that's really neat. The walls have ears, and I would not wish for my search for a wife to become any more public than it already is. Might we go hunting together tomorrow morning? I think we would find the forest a safer place for a discussion. Such an action is dangerous, my lord. If something were to happen to you, there is no one to succeed you on the throne. Is that so? I cannot imagine anything safer than having the famous captain of the guard by my side. If that is what you wish, my lord. That is indeed what I wish. You can go now, friend. I like that it's still in order, my prince. Good old Perrault, brave captain of the Royal Guard, first sword of the kingdom, veteran of the Renegade War. Reduced to killing common thugs and guarding market stalls, not yet aware of how obsolete his role is. These are different times that require a new kind of bravery and power. Our wars will not be fought using iron and fire, but gold and lies. Hello, Prince! Prince Basil. So far, as strange as the characters you kind of meet are, it's quite an interesting take on this. I hope you can adapt to these new times, my poor old friend. Because when I become the king and start realizing my plans, goodness knows I'm going to need someone like you. What are your plans that you so need someone whose entire existence is basically to kill other people? It's a little terrifying. Later that night. Finally, I have some time to myself after doing Carmos's bidding all day. Still, it could have been worse. Carmosa was furious and I got nothing but cold scraps for dinner. But at least I was able to get away from the house for most of the day. I always loved going to town. Going into town, I'm sorry. I can't believe how exhausted I am after today, though. My feet ache, and I feel so sleepy. I should go to bed. Carmosa certainly won't allow me to sleep in tomorrow. Oh, knocking! Was that someone knocking at the door? Why would someone be visiting us at such a late hour? Silence. I paid for your discretion, and yet you pound on the front door as if it's a war drum. Right. Pardon, ma'am. I swear I'll be silent as the tombs are, right away. Mum's the word. I like this guy. He talks very interestingly. Enough with your nonsense. The package is ready to go. Can I trust you? Oi, you wound my pride, madam. I'm more trustworthy than an old priest in a confessional. Such an utterance is of little comfort to me. No one can escape Carmosa's biting tongue. Now prove there is some value to your words, and go before someone sees you. I wonder what that was all about. I think he's gone. What was that all about? What on earth is Carmosa trying to hide? Ow. Maybe I should sneak out the window and try to follow him. Stalking! He can't have gone far. If I leave now, I'm sure to catch up with him. No, that's crazy. I can't do that. Do it! Follow him! Why not? Curiosity killed the cat. This is gonna end up being a death ending, isn't it? He's gonna murder me. I must be crazy, but this might be my only chance. How long have I waited here, wishing for a change? Finally, an opportunity has presented itself. Carmosa clearly has a secret. If I could figure it out, I might have an advantage over her. No one is outside the window. Now is as good a time as this sentence. Now is as good a time as ever. I don't know why it tongue twisted me the first time. Oh well. Here goes nothing. Let's go stalk random people. Well, now what? I tried to keep my distance while following that man, and now I've lost his trail completely. If he's somewhere up ahead, I'll really have to hurry to catch up with him. But if I accidentally pass him, then I run the risk of running into him when I return home. Ow, curse these demonic excuses for plants. Well, you scratched fellow, you're more like wild cats than shrubs. I don't know why I said it like that the first time. That must be him. He's close. I'd better hide. Oh, blasted rocks. What do they do to my path? You'd think they'd clear out this place, counting that a fellow can't see a thing in the dark. It's not proper, I tell you. Well, I'm sure this be the place where I'm scheduled to meet that smart-ass merchant. Smart-ass or not, shouldn't you be careful when talking about the man who pays you? Oi, boss, I was just talking a little to myself. No harm meant, you know. Truly. I suppose I can let this one go, if you've brought the package as discreetly as Lady Carmosa requested. Course. No ifs about it, boss. It wounds my honor that you doubt my competence for even a moment. No, I'd never doubt you. Now, hand it over. Before I do, boss, I have a little something I needed to ask you. And what would that be? You know, I'm an honest man, but my curiosity just took hold of me so hard I had to have a look inside this package. And lo and behold, my eyes spies a mighty fine necklace set with rubies and made of gold. It's worth thousands of sovereigns at least, yeah? I specifically instructed you not to look inside. Just suck at your job, sir. But the necklace. Yes, it's probably worth quite a lot of money. I don't get it, boss. Why is the noble lady paying us to take this off her hands? Seems all wrong ways around to me. I'm sure she has her reasons, and you're not being paid to poke around and ask needless questions. In fact, if you don't keep your mouth shut, you won't be paid at all. Whoa, boss, no need to get so angry. My mouth is secure as the royal treasury it is. I doubt the contents are quite as valuable. Still, you've completed your task, so here is your pay. 15 sovereigns. Try not to drink it all at once. Me never. You wound me with your accusations, boss. I'm sure. Well, we should return to town before someone stumbles upon us. What on earth is Tobias up to? Never mind that. If I don't do something, they'll leave before I can do anything. Now might be my only chance to confront him, but I probably shouldn't act too impulsively. Confront him! I seem to have made this a very impulsive character. Well, there's no time like the present. Hold on. Cinders, what are you doing here in the middle of the night? I was following your employee from my house. It looked like he was up to no good. I didn't think he'd lead me to you. You have a lot of explaining to do. Not sure who the pretty bird is, boss, but she definitely means business. That much I know. You shouldn't have come here, Cinders. And why not? Are you and Carmosa up to something? It's not what you think it is. The only reason for the secrecy is because this is dangerous. Please, it's nothing that you should have to worry about. Really, because it looks pretty shady to me. Some people value their privacy. There's nothing shady about that. I'm not sure I believe that. I want to trust Tobias, but I want to know. I'll trust Tobias. Alright, I trust you. You've always been a good friend, Tobias, and I know you would never do anything to hurt me. I'm sorry I jumped to such an unkind assumption. It is unfortunate that I have to deal with Carmosa. I didn't want you to have to get involved in something like this. But as a customer is a customer, you know. But a customer is a customer, you know. I understand. We're not children anymore, and you have to make a living. Life as an adult is hard, isn't it? That it is. I'm amazed that you managed to find us, though. You're pretty daring. Daring and restless. I feel like my life is rushing past me and I haven't done anything worthwhile. I need to do something, anything, as long as it's meaningful. I can't live like this forever. No, you can't. I suppose you'll have to learn the truth sooner or later. What are you talking about? I can't explain it just yet. Not in our present company, at least. Oi, boss. Don't you trust me? Absolutely not. Especially because your character name is Shady Character. So, no. Just no. Come see me this week, sometime this week, and I'll explain everything. And please don't tell anyone you saw this. Of course. Thank you so much, Tobias. I should probably head home now, though. It's dangerous this time of night. We could escort you back to the house if you want. I will disagree. I trust him, but it's fine. I've snuck along this path to the lake many times as a child. Many a time as a child. How very like you. You've always did know how to sneak out without being caught. I miss those times. Too bad it's not as easy as it used to be. I don't want Carmosa to catch us together. You're right. It's a bigger risk if we go together. I'll come see you as soon as I can. Until then, farewell. I need to return as quickly as possible. Sleeping tonight is certainly going to be difficult. Well, it seems that we've gotten to a interesting little area of the story. I'm going to end it here for now, with it being morning, and we will continue from there at a different point in time. Thank you guys for watching, and I set up a Twitter page. It wasn't set up originally during my first video, and I will put a link in the description, and you guys have any comments for me, you can go ahead and tweet it or leave a comment on the video. Thank you guys.